The story of Will and the American Dream. Will had always been the loyal, easygoing friend who supported his best buddy Diego, no matter what. Growing up together in Rio de Janeiro, their bond had been forged on the beaches of Copacabana and the bustling streets of Brazil, but Diego always dreamed bigger. He wanted to leave Brazil and make a name for himself in the United States. There was just one problem. Diego didn't have a visa, and all his attempts to get one had failed. One day, over beers at their favorite bar, Diego laid out his bold plan. "Will," Diego began, leaning in conspiratorially, "if the system won't let me in, I'll find another way. I've heard people cross from the Bahamas to Florida. We can do it too." Will, who had no intentions of leaving Brazil, was stunned. "You're serious?" "As serious as I've ever been," Diego said, "but I can't do it alone." Reluctantly and out of unwavering loyalty, Will agreed to help. The next week, they pooled their savings, sold whatever they could, and flew to the Bahamas. Diego had already done his research and made some shady connections. The first challenge was sneaking a boat engine across the islands. A bribe to a small-time pilot solved that problem. They handed over wads of cash in exchange for his help transporting the engine. The second challenge was finding a boat sturdy enough to make the perilous journey to Miami. Diego scoured the island, finally securing an old, battered boat from a local fisherman, who had no idea what they planned to do. Late one moonlit night, with the engine installed and their nerves on edge, Will and Diego set out across the Atlantic. The journey was harrowing. Dark waters, unpredictable currents, and the constant fear of being caught by the Coast Guard. Will couldn't understand why he'd agreed to this madness, but Diego's determination kept them going. Finally, after hours of navigating the open sea, the Miami skyline emerged in the distance. Exhausted but exhilarated, they made it to shore undetected. Life in Miami wasn't easy at first. With no papers and no connections, Diego and Will took whatever jobs they could find, often paid under the table. Diego's big break came when he landed a job sweeping floors at a hair salon in Brickell. He watched and learned, practicing on friends and building a reputation for his skills. Years later, Diego saved enough money to open his own salon, which quickly became a hotspot for Miami's elite. Will, ever the loyal friend, ran the business side of things. Looking back on their journey, Diego often joked, "Will, you thought I was crazy, but now look at us, living the dream." Will would laugh and reply, "I still think you're crazy, but I can't argue with the results." And so, from a small boat on the Atlantic to a thriving salon in Brickell, their improbable journey was a testament to friendship, determination, and the lengths people will go to for a dream. Like and subscribe to my channel for more true stories.